and then it times out. Content meeting is being sent to YouTube. Okay, it's being sent, but I'm not quite sure why the connection is the way it is. But nevertheless, this is about finishing what you start. And what I have started is this 30-day sales challenge. And what I'm reminded of is there are many things that you can start. There are many things to get excited about starting a new business, maybe even a new marriage, a new family, new kids, all the newness, all that. That's a lot to get excited about. And then somewhere along the way, during the process, maybe the motivation wanes, maybe you lose sight of what you really intended to do. Maybe life gets in the way. Maybe there's distractions, whatever it is, maybe gets in the way. I want to remind you of completing what you start. And I'm saying that because I'm guilty myself. Here we go. 30-day sales challenge. There's some blanks here that I didn't write down. I had them in my notes in my phone, but I didn't have them on here on my cell sheet. No shame, no condemnation if that's you. I'm just saying, finish what you start. So I plan to go back and capture the data because tomorrow I'm going to have my total. Tomorrow I will have my final number for this month. This season, it's come and it's gone, but I will finish. And I want to encourage you to finish. Think about why you did this in the first place. Why did you commit to doing a 30-day sales challenge? What was the reason? Was it something that you wanted to see if it was possible to do? Was it something that you thought, maybe if I do this, I can get out of my head and into my creativity? If you do this, think about your reasoning, whatever your rationale is, and finish it. Finish what you start. Completion. There's something else that I was reminded of today concerning sales, concerning the goal that we have, which is a monetary goal. We're talking about how you can create different methods of achieving wealth and wealth tools in this sales challenge, 30-day sales challenge. But I'm reminded that the number that you come up with, that's a monetary goal. There are other goals that are just as tangible and even more tangible than money. And that comes with creativity. Creativity is the wealth building tool that will get you the money. Money is like the low hanging fruit, if you will. It's the lowest form of wealth. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, is that true? Well, it's confirmed by many prophetic people in this space. It's confirmed by many leaders in this industry, online digital space. This is confirmed by many clergy. It's confirmed by many people who know about wealth creation. The people with the idea, the people who can create are the ones that are wealthy. Those who can acquire money and make money, that's great. But once the money runs out and you create more with a new idea, with a new plan, with a new strategy, and that's where all of the wealth comes from. I'm reminded of when I started this online digital space, when I started doing a challenge, right? I was in Fresh at You with Pedro Adeo, and I'm reminded of all the ideas that I had in my head and all of the challenges that I ran and all of the excitement. And then I let life, circumstances, lack of fraction deter me from those ideas. Those ideas are what fuel the engine for the creativity that I have now Even doing this, even doing a 30-day sales challenge with you or without you, this will continue. And whatever you create in this space, in this season, will continue. The money, it will come and it will go. But you can create more. You can come up with new ideas, new strategies. And I will also say that these ideas are not yours alone. Whether you're a believer or not, you didn't drop on this planet. You weren't created, right? On your own. You didn't, I don't believe you just came from an explosion, right? I believe it was an intentional idea. You were knitted together, really, in your mother's womb. I just celebrated, I was just with my daughter who had a baby literally 2 weeks ago. And just seeing him just makes me think, wow, you were here all the time. Even though I didn't physically see you, you were in the womb. You were an idea. You were a thought, right? Our ideas and our thoughts can become manifested, right, in reality. But we need to be creative beings. We are creative beings. I believe in the beginning, God said, let there be, and there was. So, what are you letting be? What are you creating? How are you finishing this 30-day sales challenge? Because there are many things you can start. I've started a lot of things. If you were to look at my, and I'm working on this, it's called a mind mapping, right? If you looked at my mind map, or if you looked at my notes and you saw all the goals, all the desires, all the dreams, all the visions that I have, if you just look at my phone and see my vision board, you'll see that I have creativity, I have ideas, right? You do too, but it's not just having them, it's actually implementing them and doing something with them. And dare I say, finishing what was started, finishing. Each and every one of these has a single step that I can take every day, an action step. One thing that I can do that gets me closer to my vision, closer to my dreams, closer to my goals. And I dare say you have steps, you have dreams, you have visions, you have goals. And today is the day to remind you to finish them. If it's a book that you've written that you haven't published, get it published. If there's a skill set that you've been on the fence watching from a distance, jump in. It's time to get out of the shallow water. It's time to start swimming. It's time to move. Life is precious and it's very short. I'm 61 years old. I cannot believe it, but I am 61 years old right now. I mean, I can believe it because it's me, but it's hard to fathom that at this age that I have not achieved all of these things that are on here because back when I was 50, I thought I'd finished all of these things when I was 55. Not all of them, but some of them that I've had for quite a while. So, what is it that you have started that you haven't finished? I want you to finish. And I want you to pull up all of those creative ideas that you've had in the past that you put back on the shelf and said, oh, that was back then. This is now. I want you to dust off those notebooks. I want you to pull out those ideas that you thought, wow, I had that idea. When you've seen somebody else run with that idea and make millions of dollars, you have $1 million, a multi-million dollar, $1 billion idea. And if you don't, ask for it, right? Ask for it, right? I believe you have not because you ask not. And once you have that idea, then actually implement it and complete it all the way through. There are billionaires that have created ideas that continue to live to this day. They outlive them. What is your idea that will outlive you? What idea are you taking to the next generation and the next generation and the next generation? What are those ideas? What are those strategies? Are you a finisher? Will you complete what you started? Will you complete this sales challenge? I will. I will complete it. I will formulate the numbers, and it is what it is. And I won't give up. I will continue to have creative ideas that I will implement, right? So you are my witness. You are my witness. And tomorrow I'll share with you some of those ideas for the next steps that I'm on. And if you want to join me on the journey, remember to like, subscribe, and share. This is Kathy Cross Reese. Sign. It says preparing a live stream. I do not understand this. I don't know if I'm on YouTube or not. So it is what it is. I have completed this and I have it on Zoom as well. So if I need to re-upload it, that's fine because I am a finisher. I will finish what I started. I will complete this. Every day we've been talking about contacts, right? Who are you in touch with? Who are you speaking to? Who are you emailing? Who are you messaging? Who are you texting? We talked about conversations. Who are you conversating with? Who are you speaking to? Who are you texting? Who are you communicating with via email? Who are you having those conversations with? What are those conversations about? And lastly, what are you receiving as compensation for that? Is it cash? Is it a commodity? Is it a service? That's valuable. Is it an idea? Is it an idea? That's valuable. So let's not limit this sales challenge with just a monetary gain, although that is our goal. Let's look at it from a holistic perspective that wealth is not just money. Wealth is an idea. Wealth is a strategy. Wealth will outlive you. Now my speakers have changed. I tell you what, must be really valuable because I keep getting these. That's what happens when you start something and it's powerful that the distractor wants to take it away. So hear me, complete what you started, be a finisher, pull up those ideas, those witty ideas, those strategies that you have let lay dormant and finish them. Finish the race. The race has started. You're almost near the finish line. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I'll have to check back on this stream because there's some interesting things happening.